What's happening, y'all? It's Relationship Coach Clarence Brown. You already know who it is, man. I wanted to make this quick video for a question that I get often from women when it comes to the difference in the generation we in. So a lot of women ask, hey, why don't men approach women anymore? Why don't men approach women like they used to in the past? And so I just want to give a quick breakdown and kind of go over some of those reasons as to some of the things I've heard as to why men don't approach women. All right. So ladies, here it goes. There's 5 things I have for you. All right. Number 1 is you don't look like the best version of yourself. You don't look like the best version of yourself. Now, when I say that, it's not to be offensive. It's that when you know you look like the best version of yourself, when you've gotten dolled up and you got, dressed to the nines and what have you, you feel more confident. And in fact, you almost like are shocked if men don't approach you because, hey, it's almost like, hey, don't you see how good I look? But on the flip side, when a man approaches you and you don't feel like the best version of yourself because you're not looking like the best version of yourself, you almost carry yourself like, hey, listen, not right now. I'm just trying to get my groceries and go on about my day and take it back onto the house, right? And so when it comes to why men don't approach women, it's because some men can read that energy and say, okay, well, I'm not about to embarrass myself right now, right? And so you'll have a woman that may spot a man who's attractive and she feels like, hey, he keeps passing by me. Why doesn't he approach you? Well, he's reading your energy. And if that energy says to him, hey, not right now, this is not the time, then he might just say, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna back off. All right. Number 2, a lot of women carry this F off, don't even try it face. All right. Now, some call it the rest in bitch face. All right. So some women carry this and don't even know that they appear like that when they're out in the public, when they're out and about. And so when it comes to why a man doesn't approach women, it's not because he's intimidated by you. It's because the look on your face is like you got a unit on your face. Right. And so it's hard for a person to see that that's a welcoming presence or a welcoming appearance when they see the way that you got this unit on your face. And all of a sudden they like, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to just move on because there may be somebody else who's projecting a more welcoming appearance. Right. It doesn't mean that gives off who you really are, or that's that really says any and everything about who you are and everything like that. But at the same time, it still doesn't give off a welcoming energy to where a man says, hey, let me come over and speak to her. All right. Number 3, and this is real big. All right. Especially, single ladies, this question has always been asked by single women. Why men don't approach women? I'm going to tell you why. Number 3, you travel in packs. Man. Y'all travel in packs. What I mean by packs is 3 or more, okay? Now, the reason why I say 3 or more is because 2 or less, a man can deal with that, all right? Now, if it's you and a friend of yours, a man may still have the gumption to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and speak to you, right? But when it's 3 or more, it's too much because it's too many eyes, too many ears, and it's just not the same energy where it's an intimate entrance when he approaches you because you got all of these eyes and ears around you, judging what he's saying, judging how he approaches you, judges what he's appearing like. And it's almost like he has to not only impress you, but he has to impress them at the same time. And no man is really trying to do all that. So he's oftentimes trying to wait for a moment for you to step aside from the crew. When he sees you step aside outside of the group, that's when he takes his moment to approach you because he doesn't want to have to deal with all of the impressions that he has to make between you and your friends. All right. So this is something a lot of women don't understand because when you out and about, when you at lunch and brunch or whatever with your homegirls, hey, you may have a better chance if you aren't with so many women for men to approach you because unless he's with a group of men, even if he sees you and is attracted to you, that might be just a passing attraction that he sees as opposed to him taking you up on the opportunity to speak to you because he has that moment of freedom and clarity. Number 4, women are too prideful to show men the signs that they are attracted to that man. All right. A lot of women just think that if I stare in his eyes for 2 seconds and I give him a little blink, that's enough for him to know that, hey, I'm interested in him and that he should come over and speak to me. All right. Now, in this day and age, that's not enough. That ain't gonna cut it. You have to do things like break close the distance. Sometimes you have to break the contact barrier. Sometimes you have to compliment him in a way to where it's not too overt, but it's still assertive enough that he knows that there's a mutual attraction there. All right. But a lot of women are too prideful because they feel like, hey, listen, I'm the prize. And so I'm not about to lower myself to chase a man when all you're doing is showing him signals that you're attracted to him as well. There's no problem in that, I don't feel like. And number 5 is that he doesn't have to with the advent of social media. All right. Now, I know some of y'all might feel like it's a cop-out, and to me, I even feel like it's a cop-out, but it's something that I've heard from men all over the world when it comes to why they don't approach women the way they used to in the past. So the advent of social media allows a man, just like it allows a woman, to look you up and to see exactly who you are before he decides to approach you or make mention of his interest in you. All right. So a lot of women don't like that, but again, that's just one of the 5 reasons when it comes to why men don't approach women like they used to. All right, so what I want you all to do is hit that comment section. Let me know how y'all feel. I really want to hear how y'all feel about your experience of how why men don't approach you like they used to. Make sure you follow the Relationship Healing page on Instagram and Facebook, and go and subscribe to that Male Translations podcast on YouTube. All right, I'm out. I'll holla. Peace.